Hey guys, how are you? Hey Penny, I saw your comment very first. That is awesome. Should I assume you're home yet, or are you still at your brother's? All right, I was trying to get all this stuff cut ahead of time, but that is not going to happen. So, hey Peggy. Awesome, awesome. Okay, I've got some cute stuff planned for tonight. Actually gonna do three things, and I'll show you how I put my papers in this book, my double stack folio. I did not get the covers done. Hey die, but I did get the papers put in when I was at the crop last weekend. So, all right, we got a few eyeballs, and we are working with Terrific Toadstools tonight. This is really cute. I gotta say though, like, hopefully you'll be able to copy these ideas with like any mushroom set you have. And really, what are the differences between mushrooms and toadstools? Is it just one's cuter than the other? I don't know. Hey, Carol K. So if you know the difference, let me know. Otherwise, it's gonna drive me kind of crazy, and I'll have to Google it later. So let's go over some. How much do I need to send you? Oh, Di, I answered you on that comment. Let me I gotta look at, I think it was 28 something. I'll have to I'll let you know after. Okay, I'll text you. Because it's in my notebook somewhere. Okay. So welcome everybody. Toni Tessler, ToniStamps, that is me. Like I said, we're doing Terrific Toadstools tonight. I am surprised at how many cute products coordinate from the Sale-a-Bration. Like with this, we've got the papers, the ribbons, the purple adhesive back sequins, like a whole big thing. So I love it. Penny, you Googled it and you forgot. You think they're the same thing? Hey, Carol M. Awesome. We need one more Carol. Um, yeah, there's got to be a difference. I don't know. So anyway, current news, and then we're going to get into it. So Sale-a-Bration's still going on. That ends February 28th. Same as, I didn't put this up there. So my February code, there we go. That ends also February 28th. I started in January, changed it up with the code because Stampin' Up! Is going to be changing it for us. There's not going to be any more codes come April or May. So anyway, um, now I'm doing a tutorial, a different tutorial every month with at least 4 different ideas that you can hopefully copy with different products. If you don't have the same things that I have, change the stamps, change the color, the papers, whatever. That any online order, you're going to get that. And use the code. If your order's under $150, I should say, use the code. If it's more than 150, don't use a code because you're gonna collect your own stamp and rewards. Okay. Carol W, awesome. We got a 3 Carol night. Awesome. So if it's under 150, use the code. If it's 75 or more, like this is all on my blog too. You're gonna get a pack of the party dots this month, which coordinates with the tutorial. So like the freebie, I'm trying to kind of match it or use it in all my tutorial projects. So there is like a link there, or common ground. But my tutorial may not have anything to do with anything I've stamped this month. It may just, like this month, it's all about the wildflower birthday papers and the dies. So I did not get that stamp set because I already have one that has like birthday and all the stuff that it had. But I like the dies enough to get them separately. So for this month's tutorial, it's using those products, and then I brought in a bunch of different greetings that go with it. Because really, we all have a bunch of birthday greetings, right? Like you can put it with anything. So that's that. Sale-a-Bration and the code, the February code. Sale-a-Bration so far has not, I haven't seen anything run out of stock. So the impressions paper, floral impressions or something, there was a flower paper that was very popular from the get. Last week that was low inventory, which could mean they have 5, could mean they have 50, could mean they have 100. We don't know. We just know it's low inventory. Well, they must have got another batch. Hey, Cindy. They must have got another batch of that because I just checked yesterday and it's no longer low inventory. So good to go. One thing we noticed, so we've got more online exclusive products that are coming to everybody in March. So, hey, Cheryl. Oh, well, we did have a lot of fun. We had about 6 of us on the Super Bowl call on the Zoom. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Maybe next year, right? Um, so new online exclusives. So demonstrators, we got to pre-order some stuff. I got a couple of things that I'll show you later. One of the paper packs, Rose noticed, one of the paper packs has strawberry slush in it as a color. Well, hey Gloria, if you guys remember, strawberry slush was an in color. I want to say, I have it written down exactly somewhere, but I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. And for some reason, I sold mine off. So it was the one that had like crisp cantaloupe, pistachio pudding, baked, baked, baked brown sugar, not baked brown sugar, baked brown sugar, and then I think it was Coastal Cabana. I'm not sure about the blue, but anyway, that is in one of the paper packs. So is it going to come back as an in color? Who knows? Is it going to be like? I don't think we're due for a whole color refresh. But yeah, Cheryl, like I tend to get rid of stuff if somebody wants it and I'm not going to use it, and now sellers regret. But that'll be interesting to see where it's going to fit in. I think it's probably going to be the in color again, but we'll see. So reminder, hi Dorothy. That almost didn't come out. Um, in colors that are retiring this year, so we've got the boho blue, copper clay, moody mauve, pebbled path, and wild wheat. I'm looking over at my ink pads so I can read them. So don't forget, those are going to be retired the end of April, beginning of May, like whenever it is exactly that the annual catalog ends. They will put out the last chance list for the annual catalog. I want to say the beginning of April, if not the end of March. It seems like they're getting earlier and earlier with that. Once that hits, once that last chance list is released, they're not going to be ordering like more stock of the retiring in color. So if you want any of those 4 colors, like cardstock or re-anchor, I would say get it during Sale-a-Bration. At least get it like March at the latest, because there's no guarantee that it will be in stock. Now, last year the colors, they actually stayed. They had stock, and they ended up on like the last chance list, like at a discount. But I was surprised. Like Parakeet Party, Starry Sky, I know those were still available. So it's hit or miss though, right? Like, just be warned. If you want it, get it sooner. Okay, so let's get into it. I've got, like I said, I only did 3 for today. And really, I've got to cut a bunch of stuff out. So poor planning on my part. Ran out of time. So we're using Terrific Toadstools because, it's the cutest. I love this. Gonna figure out how to use some of these. This is Berry Burst, but it really goes with Melon Mambo. So we'll see. Fresh Freesia, Bubble Bath, and White. I'm not sure which ribbon. This is the Fresh Freesia ribbon. Let me get this in here. This is a Sale-a-Bration item, and we're going to use that on the second project at least. But this is really nice. So seam binding, and how wide is it? 3/8 of an inch. I might lean towards this one because it's like a 1/2 an inch. This is the iridescent striped trim. I really love this. I love that iridescence. Okay, so that's that. Using these papers. So this toadstool paper, this is a Sale-a-Bration item. I'm really surprised that this has not run out of stock, because you guys, like, how cute is that? I love the pinks. That's good. I know Sue's not a fan of this pattern, but I really like it. It's kind of like, I don't know. I love it. I like that one too. Stripes, can't go wrong with stripes, and I only have 1 piece left. Mushrooms, I really like this, like the bark kind of on the background. Oh, here's more of those stripes. Polka dots and stripes. a pink background. I love it. Now, so these are just like cutesy colors, not realistic. Love them though. This with the little ladybugs in there. And then that's a good, the crisscross diagonal. So we're going to be using that stuff. So first up, I like to make easel cards that are like different shapes. So I know I've shown you maybe a heart and a circle like in the last year or so. I don't know. But this time, after I get these papers back in here, because that's going to drive me nuts. Oh, I poked a hole right through it. So for this one, we're going to use the Countryside Corners dies. So you can really take any shaped die and make an easel card. What we need, let me find a place for that. So these are the Countryside Corners dies. I took the largest die, and it is 5 1/4-ish by, let's say 3 5/8. I took a regular card front, so 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half, scored it, and then I put the die, oh, and I actually saved it. So I put the folded line right up under where it cuts, right here, okay? So, oh, Lisa, wicked windy and snowing from New Hampshire. Well, you know, we got a bunch of snow on Tuesday. That was crazy. And it's kind of windy here too. But I put the fold line right up under this cut line so that it would cut it out and stay attached. Now, in other cases, like with the circle, you can't really do that because there's no edge that it's going to stay attached. So I do those differently. This one, so here we've got our base. Here we've got the base. And I put it a little too close, so just be careful of that. Like, that's like ripping a little bit. And then the tape I had decided that it was going to stick too well to it. But anyway, so easel card. We need to, here's our card base. We're going to fold this front flap in half. And we're just going to, and it doesn't really have to be in half. Let's just see where it lands. So this is like 3.5. So let's go 1.5 plus 1/4. All right. 1 3/4. And we're just going to build this as we go. So we've got our fold there. Then I want to fold this up and burnish that a little bit. Now we've got our other piece. So you cut an extra piece, same color, granny apple green is what I'm using. All right. And we want to glue right on this bottom half. So I'm looking over and it seems like my screen keeps freezing a little bit. I don't know why. All right, tapping that down because I want those bottom edges to match up. So see how this is kind of, here's a side view of our easel card. I want to stamp on this one. So this is the back side of that mushroom paper. We're going to put that on after I stamp it. Inside, so I just cut these pieces, the designer paper and white, the next size down. Ooh, that flipped right up. All right, is that kind of straight? All right, so we've got the starts of our easel card. Now let's do some stamping. And I did stamp my, I'm gonna go with kind of like some bold colors for this one. So I've got cherry cobbler, gorgeous grape, crushed curry. And then for the stems, I did 2 in gray granite and the little one in crumb cake. Now with this, so I was trying to see, like, could I mount all the stamps possible on the punch and stamp everything together? So here's the punch. We've got the larger one, the middle one, and the stem. Well, both these stamps are so much larger than the cutout, so it doesn't fit. So I would say, the only thing that you really need this for is the stem, if you want to cut it easily. This is going to cut everything out, these pieces, so there's no white edge. So really, you might could get away with not even getting that. Like if you didn't want the whole bundle, if you just wanted the stamp sets. I got it because I didn't know. Oh, here's another unrelated tidbit. But speaking about things that don't fit. So coming up in the new, this is mostly for demonstrators, I guess. So if you saw the online exclusive, the notes, textured notes dies, Rose was the one that paid attention and saw the measurements are not like a nice layering size. So the front of our card, generally an A2 card, is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So most people will do an initial layer of 4 by 5 1/4. That's a 1/4 inch gap, or like an 1/8 of an inch. So 1/4 inch is good. That's easy. Well, the largest die in that is like 5 1/4 by 3 7/8. So it's off by like a, a noticeable amount. So I had ordered that in my pre-order. It came, I want to say Monday. It actually showed up earlier than I expected. So I opened it up, looked at them because I thought, well, maybe if the other pieces are not, you know, they're different sizes, if they don't just like start with the one and then go down, down, down perfectly. Well, of course they did. So anything you put on that, like a card front, it's going to be a wonky, it's not going to be size nice. So I sent mine back for an exchange. So you can never like return something, I guess, for, get your money back, but you can always exchange it for something. Well, I should say, if it's broken, you could. Um, I don't think I've ever done that though. I think I've always just exchanged it for like a new one. But anyway, I just got like some cardstock and envelopes that I needed. But that was disappointing because I didn't pay attention reading it, and especially online exclusives, there's no catalog, so we have to do, and actually the measurements for any of the dies are not in the catalog anyway. So I should have known better to like pay attention to the dimensions, but they only list that largest size. So I'm already going to send them feedback that I don't like that. Okay, so I've got my bits and pieces. Let's do some, where's my grass? Here we go. I just want to do a little bit of grass, and I am going to use Granny Apple Green. Carol Grove, you're going to get, are we up to 4 carols? No way. That's awesome. You're going to get snow on Saturday and Sunday. I mean, we had a burst on Tuesday, and it wasn't very nice. Like, it just came out of, it was snowed a lot, and it was very wet. All right, I'm kind of building like hills here, stamping off, because I don't want this hard edge around a lot of them, but oh, I like that. I'm going to give this one more just because I do see some of those edges. All right. Ooh, I like that. Okay, so stamping directly on there, then I'm going to clean this off. I got all the edges in that ink pad. Jeez. But anyway, our snow did not last. I mean, it was gone. It rained a lot today, so that took care of most of it. Okay, let's glue this on. And we're going to put our mushrooms on. And then, oh, you know what? I got to get another stamp set. Is this going the right way? Yep. So let's do this. I like these countryside corners dies, but that is a bigger border than I would normally do, like for myself. All right, so I'm gluing these pieces, and then I'm going to pop some of these up. Oh, I like that. And I think I want the little one to be, yeah, let's do the little toadstool with the taller, that bit like right there, and then this little guy. And you can choose to obviously put yours any way you want. And should they go on the back? Maybe. I don't know. Who cares, right? It's cute. Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah. All right. I'm going to pop all of these up. So I'm going to start with that one in the back. These are really cute. And, of course, do these in whatever colors you like. But I kind of wanted these like regals. Is that what we still call them? All right, let's do that. And then this one. And since we cut this, since I started with a regular card base, this is going to fit in a medium envelope, which is our standard. Oops, I put that down right. So that's good. It will be mailable, and it should not cost any extra, like a square card or something. All right, let's put that on. Oh, cute, cute, cute. All right, now this one, I really only need to put dimensionals like right down the middle of it. And then we can put a little bit of glue on the sides. Oh, another thing. Did everybody see that Joann's is for real going out of business? I was telling Jamie the other day, like, last couple times I've been there, I haven't had anything I wanted anyway. But it is kind of disappointing. All right, greeting. So I want to say, popping up to say hi, but I don't know if I want to put the hi on there. Popping up. That's so tiny though. I don't know if I'll be able to. I'm going to try to wipe it off. We'll see. All right, so popping up, and I'm going to go with, let's do the purple. Let's do Gorgeous Grape. So I'll do the green on the inside. No, wait, let's do Granny Apple Green. Decisions. All right, so see here, I want to get that high to be gone. Let's take a little bit of paper towel, because I really only want 2 little letters. All right, I think I got it. Nice. Popping up to say. And then on the inside, I'm going to say happy birthday. All right, that worked out. So I'm going to hand cut this. And, I'm just eyeballing. Popping up. Yep. Going to try to get it as straight as I can. Oh, cute. And I didn't rip any edges, but I want to tuck this right under there. Oh, for cute. All right. And I'm not going to layer it with any other cardstock, because there's kind of a lot going on here anyway. Actually, let me put it right up there. Ooh, I love it. I love it, love it. All right, so now to make our easel, we need a stopper here, and that's where I want to use the Simply Said greeting. So I said I want to put happy birthday in here. Yeah, Gloria, I think they're like, are they closing all of them? I can't remember. I just saw it yesterday. All right, so we've got happy birthday. And again, this was the Simply Said. I really like this. This was new with the annual catalog that we got last year. And and I'm a fan. I like the fonts. I like the sizes. All right, gorgeous grape. And I'm going to put that right there. And again, I'm going to hand cut this too. You could get your trimmer out if you want. But something this tiny, I'm like, it'll be good enough. This one I think I will layer. All right, hand. Happy birthday. Yep, I can go a little bit closer on that bottom line. I just want them to be kind of even on all the sides. All right. Oh, and you know what? I can use a little scrap of this. Okay. So let's glue this onto our granny apple. And I'll put it in the corner so I only have to cut 2 sides. I just want a little bit of that hanging out. So with an easel card, you need a stopper, something that's going to, like a door stop, that'll keep this popped up. So you can take this and I like to put it like at least halfway, maybe 2/3 of the way. If you put it too close up, it's going to look weird and it might not want to stay. If you put it too low, it's really not going to be effective. So you just got to find the sweet spot. So I think about 1/3 of the way up. So we can either pop this up on dimensions because it's got to have something to catch, or you could layer like 2 or 3 more pieces of the green. In this case, I'm going to use the dimensionals. Oh, thanks, Anna. Yes, I will definitely have this on my blog. This is an easel card that I've used the Countryside Corners dies with. Get that out of the way. Okay. And let's just eyeball this. That looks straightish. So we mail it like this. They open it. You write your stuff. And then they can sit it up like that. So cute. Pop it up to say happy birthday. I love it. Now, we also need some gems, which I did pull out. And where did they disappear to? I had some that were like from the market collection. Ugh. They had like greens and a clear one. Okay. It's got to be here somewhere. I know I pulled those out. Oh, nope. That is a lie. Look at that. I did not pull them out. Okay, so these are called transparent adhesive back dies. And these are in the annual catalog, like I said, in the marketplace, or to market. To market, it's got like the basket and stuff, like the farmer's market stuff. Yeah, definitely look it up in your state and see. I thought they were closing all of them, but that might be a lie. All right, so we've got Garden Green, Lemon Lime Twist, Blackberry Bliss, and Clear. So I'm thinking a combination of the greens will do it. So we can do a garden green, because really, greens are kind of neutral. Ooh, I like that. And then we'll do, I could even do just a clear one up here. Why not? I like that. Could do a few more. One and then another one. All right, let's do a little green one and then do another big light green one. Oopsie. I like it. Like it. And then again, yeah, pops it up. And here's our side view. So you can see that. And then on the back, so my whoopsie spot, no one will see that unless they're being nosy. So yeah, I love that. And again, you want to change the colors, change the colors. Really cute. Oh, and here, let's do an envelope so you can see. Why do I have two envelopes next to me? I have no idea. But see, it'll have some wiggle room, but it will fit. This is a medium envelope. Okay, next, I made something similar for my tutorial for this month. But, you know, obviously I was using wildflower papers. So we've got a cute, going back to the bags, what are these called? Gift bags combo pack. So this is also an online exclusive that, this one came out in January. So I only have 3 of these left. 3 or 2? I can't even count now. Oh, 2. Awesome. But this is a really good size. It is 4.5. Yep, by 5 3/4. And then it's got like a 2-inch gusset, I forget. So I went and cut, you'll need 3 pieces of the designer paper for this. I cut the 2, these are 4, I cut just a 1/16 off, right? So just a hair, because I want it to fit pretty much perfectly with just a smidge of white possibly hanging out. Like, see how close that is? Like, really close. I just didn't want a white border. So since this was 4.5, I cut 1/16 off. So it's 4 7/16. And then this was 5 3/4. So I went 5 11/16. So took the, finished size and just a 1/16 off. Then I've got a layer of vellum, which, remember, I ran out of my Stampin' Up! Vellum cardstock and I asked you guys for suggestions. Penny was the first one that got back to me and said, try from scrapbook.com. So that's what this is from. I love it, Penny. Thank you. I don't feel like it's as thick as the Stampin' Up! Stuff, but it is thick enough. All right. Di, you have 2 packs. Do I want one of them? Do you mean the papers? Because I'll be fine. Or which ones are you talking about, Di? I don't know. So anyway, scrapbook.com, vellum cardstock. It's thicker than just vellum paper. Like, vellum paper to me is just too flimsy to do anything with. This stuff, I really like it. So yeah, Penny, thank you, thank you. Then another piece that is the back side. I like this fresh freesia. This is 2.5 by 3 3/8. This piece right here. So let's just go ahead and glue this on. And then I got to cut some more mushrooms. This one, ooh, I got to put this somewhere where I can see. Nope, that's not it. I got to put it on the black part because I do want to get this kind of centered. All right, that looks good. All right. All right, let's sit that. So all we're going to do is make sure the mushrooms are going the right way. We're going to glue this on, and you want to get, close to the edges as you can. And get this on here. And just try to make it even, like with the white space that is showing. All right. Let's get this one. Burnish all that. Get that glue down. So we're just covering the entire front and back. Now this side, you have to, there's a bend here, all right? Because we want the bag has to open. So what I did, I opened it. And these bags are very sturdy, you guys. They're not just flimsy old, like lunch bags. They are thick. All right, so glue, 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 glue. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to put it up a little, well, up entirely. stand it up, wiggle it around, get it to where you want. That landed pretty good. Then I'm going to lay it down and go in and just press it all in with my hands. Dye the bags. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, actually, I'm going to get another pack of these because they are a good size. And I used up all my small ones on my Valentine treats for my one pool team, which I didn't even get to give it to them on Tuesday because of the snow. Pool got canceled. All right, so that's that. So at this point, front or back doesn't really matter because they're both covered up. And the fact that this is, the white sides show doesn't bother me at all. All right, we want to we want to pop this up. And I do want to add this before I poke my holes or cut my holes. So I'm just going to do, oh, you know what? I'm going to use some dollar store foam for this. Why not? We definitely want something that is really good adhesive. There we go. And this stuff, you guys, if you think you're going to need some wiggle room, add some glue. This foam tape is sticky. So, oops, I keep getting glue on all my stuff. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of this. And I know I want to poke my holes about a ½ inch down or so. So I'm just going to put this like right here, hoping that is straightish. Looks good to me. All right, squish. Okay, looking at my sketch. Okay, I already stamped my bits and pieces. So let's just go ahead and cut around. So the mushrooms themselves are like super easy to cut out. And I'll stamp one in a minute and show you the punches, how they leave no white border. You may like that, you may not. I just love these. I think for me, it's the colors in the papers. I love pink and orange together, and of course, any green. I am a fan. All right, there's one. Let's go to the next one. Now, I like a little white border. If you want a thicker white border, you cut yours however you want. There we go. So those three. Yeah, it's not terrible to, I don't like to hand cut a ton, but it seems like I do it more and more. If I was making a bunch of these, like more than two, I would probably come up with a different design because I would not do all this hand cutting for a lot of multiples. I just wouldn't be able to. My finger would have a rut mark from my scissors. I like this little one because it looks like it's got a skirt on. And again, these were gray granite. And actually, all these are gray granite. I did that because the color in the paper is early espresso. I don't think it listed gray granite at all. But, I mean, look at that. That looks like some kind of gray. That's definitely not early espresso. All right, so let me get this trash out of here. And, ooh, that's going to be cute, cute, cute. All right, the bigger one, I think, still needs that large stem. Oh, for cute. I do want that hanging off the edge. And I may only want 2. I don't know. Let's do medium right here. Let's see, do I want 3? Yeah, let's just do 3. Why not? Groups of 3, right? Oops. Trying to get that just to hold with that little dot of glue. Like, that really doesn't have a whole bunch of room, but that's going to be fine. Okay. Now these I am going to just glue because I feel like there's a lot going on anyway. Oh, that is cute, but I do want to hang them off. Really cute. And I could put a dimensional under this one. I would want to use the same size. Let's see. Because I think this foam tape is not the same height as Stampin' Dimensionals. So I want to just cut a little piece off, put that there. Bam. Now it's going to be the same height. Oh, cute. And then that. Now I'm not going to put a greeting on this because this could be birthday, this could be hey you, this could be anything, right? And a card will fit inside this without the envelope though. Let me see. Oh, wait, here's an Easter card that I made. So it's kind of tight. Maybe it'll fit the envelope. Hold on, I don't want to lie. I only stuck a card in earlier. All right, it'll be a tight squeeze, but an envelope will fit. And I'll show you this. This was a card I made from Sue's video, just to get off track for a minute. She called this was it a double accordion fold? Or an accordion pop out? But this came from the ephemera pack. And these were from the Wildflower birthday paper. So use a lot of papers up for this. And still a standard size card. All right, so back to this. Now, we need to punch our holes. And I want them to be in the same spots. So it was easy for me. So pop the sides out, right? And then let's just make little measurements. And we'll punch these at the same time. So let's do, actually we can use the grid. Here's do middle-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, perfect. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dots in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And about 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, like that. So you could get your ruler out, do all the things, or just use your papers. Okay. Crop a dial. So I'm using the small hole punch, which is, looks like 1/8 of an inch. That might be a lot smaller. So you just squeeze these together. So see how they're squeeze them together? Oops, let me get out of the way here. Pop those sides out. If you did not pop the sides out and you just squeezed it together and punched the holes, it would punch holes through this part too. And you don't want that. So that's why I'm saying pop them out and you're not going to damage anything. And then hold it together. Hold it together. All right. And then we will punch at the same time. And obviously it doesn't have to be Perfect. Okay, so now we've got our 4 holes. Okay, let's get this out of the way. All the little dots. Oh, cute. So yeah, I think I will use, I can't remember if I used the bigger hole punch on the other, my prototype, but let's do this. The fresh freesia. Oh, let's measure it. I think I used, let's go 15 inches just because that's what I had. So measure one and then just take the other, pull it out, and use your first one as a guide, like a gauge, really. All right, and we're gonna put these in and tie little knots. So this ribbon, it's thin, it's not sturdy. This is not gonna hold a candle or something thick. So feed your ribbon in and then tie a knot, and just try to have your knots be like the same distance from the end. But it'll hold, you know, a little something. I think if you want something sturdier, use a sturdier ribbon. Maybe add some eyelets to these holes. But this will certainly hold a card, some candy, pair of earrings, a little something. Gift cards, hugs and kisses. Oh, I love that. Cute. I really like this wrinkled. Hey, Julie. Oh, now look. So this, I'm gonna have to double this up. These knots want to poke through those holes, and that was the tiniest hole punch that I have. All right, so note to self, you might need a thicker ribbon. And if the double knot doesn't hold, I will go to a triple. All right, that look is pretty good. Okay, same thing on this side. Maybe I should do it this way so you can see better. So I'm going to tie one knot. You know what? Could double this ribbon up, period. Not just the knot part. All right, get that down there, and then I'll do another knot to get it to land right on top of that one. Or close. Cute though, right? And this is a decent size bag. Like, you could do the same thing with the teeny tiny, with the smaller one. Tell you, my screen is driving me nuts. I keep seeing it over here on my iPad and it like blanks out. So I hope it's not doing that for you guys. Like flashing of any kind. I know Facebook was flashing last year quite a bit, but man, isn't that cute? And then, you know, you could put something there if you want, but let's tart this up a little bit more with some, let's use these purple sequins. Double accordion fold. Yes, Gloria, that was what it was called. It's a very lumpy card for sure. All right, let's do here, here, here for starters. Ooh. I kind of like the tone-on-tone look of all the freesia ones. So we'll do a big one, another big one, and then a little one. Oh, cute. I love it. I feel like I could do some over here too. I'm gonna let that one go. Not gonna get too crazy, but very cool. All right, so let me put these away. Next one, yeah, I love it. The hardest thing about taking pictures of these is getting the light. Thanks, Carol. Getting good light for them. All right, last one, we are making a departure from cute colors. We're doing more of like browns. And I wanted to show you that we can stamp and then take some Stampin' Blends or watercolors or something and like add some color to it. So I've stamped, actually I want to use these ones. This one was in Crumb Cake, this one was Pecan Pie, and then Real Red. So I want to do, thought I had Pecan Pie. Yep, here we go. Pecan Pie Dark. And I'm just going to add like, you can color it. Actually, we'll just color this one. We'll do some shading, like as if we had stamped this and colored it. And I don't know if this is looking right at all, but yeah, I like it. So we can just add some dark bits this way, right? Just to get a little something different. Let's do the light. Nope, that's Ivory. Thought I had Crumb Cake. I do have Crumb Cake right here. All right, light Crumb Cake. That'll be good enough. Just want to add like some dots. Just to give it like a weird, like speckly look. Because, you know, sometimes like the mushrooms will have like a little bit like moldy specks to it. Could do these dots in a darker color or black. Like if you wanted black mold. I don't know. All right, these are kind of going to blend in, but let's see. You can still see them, right? Hey, Deb. Awesome. So maybe a darker one would be better, but just something to give it a bit of character. All right, and if you would stamp this in pink, just add darker pink. So I like that. That's cute. All right, so you could do blends. You could add more shading with, and I'm gonna cut around this so I can save it. You could add more shading with watercolor pencils, like anything, regular markers. So just stamp your toadstools and then add a little bit of extra color. You could ink blend the edges, brayer, use the sponges, the sponge daubers that I have hardly used ever anymore. I think I used them a week or two ago. But I like this. I really like this speckly business. Oh, and I realized, did I not stamp my stems? Dang it. All right, let's cut this. No, I'm not going to cut, I'm not going to go down in the groove. I think if I wasn't doing this live, I might, because I could get my scissors down in there. All right, so notice I'm still like turning with my left hand, turning my paper, and then my scissors just go up and down. I know I've said that before, but if you're new here, that's how I do it. Okay, let's do that. And, let's look at the card first. All right, so this one, you may recall, this came from Sue too, she did months ago. This is called a back fold card. So I cut this is Pecan Pie, and this is 5.5 by 7.25. So we fold it, we're gonna have this little part over here. All right, let's fold that down. Then that bit that I cut off, I trim this down to, I took a 1/16 off. So this is 1 3/16 by 5 7/16. You got a piece of white. just regular 4 by 5 1/4 that I'm going to put on the inside. And this, so the strip I embossed with the fern folder. All right, let's do that. Okay, so inside that, this is going to go right over here, and hopefully I won't see any white. And with that 16th inch border, it's really teeny tiny, but perfect. Ooh, I like that side better. So the fern folder I thought would look nice, like outdoorsy. All right, getting that. Oh, that is perfect. So you see how close it is, like right there, and then very close on the edge. All fine. Perfect, perfect. Then I went for designer paper. This is from the Country Woods paper. I really wanted the wood going this way, but this scrap was, I didn't want to waste it. So again, I cut just a 16th off because I really wanted this to take up most of the paper. So this designer paper is 2 15/16 because this flap right here is 3 by 5 1/2. So 2 15/16, 16ths. That didn't come out right. By 5 7/16. So we're going to glue this on. And again, teeny tiny, almost no border. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh, and I just realized that I scored this wrong. So for the back fold, I need to score here so it actually folds it. So, all right, you guys, let's see if this is gonna work. Because then our circles are gonna go here and keep it in place. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna score this right on top of everything, even though, oh, of course, my scoring thing fell. Oh, scoring tool. All right, here we go. So this, let's just put it right here. This was at 1 1/4. So I'm gonna score through both layers of cardstock. Can tell already this probably was not a good idea because I forgot about that fold. All right, let's hope this works. So now we want to bend this back. There we go. I should have only done that white, not across the whole thing. We're gonna make it work though. Okay, that's all we need is for this to bend. Okay, and then it's gonna straighten out. Let's give it one more. I'll have to do another one of these next week too, so we don't totally screw it up. But I love the looks of this. All right, then we've got another circle. I went with Early Espresso, and this is the Spotlight on Nature dies. This one is like 2 3/4, and then I cut or I punched out 2 1/4 inch punch with, oh, Penny, they're still hurting. Like, it'll be a while. 2 1/4 inch of white. I ran this and this through the fern folder at the same time. Because, you know, the folder, if it'll fit all of them, why not? Okay. All right, now this, we're going to put down here. We're going to put glue right behind here so that that's going to keep that from opening. So I'm just going to eyeball and hold that in place for a minute. And we'll bring in our, oh man, I love this. Love it, love it, love it. You know, let's just punch some scraps for the bottoms. Little twigs. 1 and 2. So Early Espresso. Oh, that's going to be cute. Let's do that. I really do like adding this extra cardstock. I do want these to go opposite directions though. All right. Die, what's hurting? My ribs are still hurting. They are getting some better, but like it's just not great, but I'll manage. Okay. I love it. Okay. Ooh. Look at this. And then that pop of red. Oh, I love it. Okay. I feel like that should go there. Let's glue this one down. I really love the browns. All right. And that will go like here. Oh, really cute. All right, let's pop this up, but have it the base glued down. So we'll just do a little glue there and pop the mushroom part up. Okay. Oh, that's really cute. And then we'll do the same thing with that. We'll put dimensional underneath that. And then just glue the bottom. Oh, for cute. I love it. And if you really wanted another little one. So how we open this, you bend it back. Again, it's called a back fold card. And that might trick some people when you give it to them. But so see here, this wants to crack and act like a jerk. So if I were to remake this, which I probably will, I am going to change the measurements. So when I do my blog post, I will change the measurements. Hey, Shar. Gloria, you can see again on your iPad? Did your iPad go out? I don't know. But yeah, I don't like this cracking, so this will probably be like 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. But love that. Now I'm gonna leave a greeting off for now just because I don't know if I'm gonna do this as a birthday, or a hello or thinking of you. It seems like I need a lot more birthday cards. But I might put that little hello. I kind of don't like that, the end of that stick hanging up in the air. So I might do like just a little something there. Yeah, and since I'm gonna remake that anyway, that's what I'll do. Yeah, I don't like that. But I do like both the ferns. So, sometimes in my project, if I'm using multiple embossing folders, like if I'm embossing 2 or 3 different things, I'll use different embossing folders for each one because I want the variety of texture. But this time I kept it the same on purpose. And I like that too, just for tying in the fern stuff. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so that's my projects for tonight. So we've got our back fold card, which didn't work out, but that happens sometimes. I mean, it mostly worked out. I'm just gonna have to redo it because I don't like that. I don't like that cracking business going on. We've got our gift bag, which is our large gift bag. And then, oh, we didn't do any gems on this one. And then where did my other card go? Ugh. The, seriously, where'd it go? My easel card. I thought I put it, oh, here it is. It's hiding. Then we've got our country labels easel card. Yeah, this needs some gems. But since I'm going to redo it, you'll see that in the pictures too. I'll probably use these metallic sequins because I like that. Ooh, I like the gold too. Okay, so that's that. Who wants to see? I have 2 things that I can show you from the upcoming online exclusive stuff that we can order. And oh, you know what? Let me show you this instead. Well, the first thing is just this pack of punches that is super cool as far as making your own tags. Like I've had die sets before that you had these little bits that you could put in a tag die and put it wherever you want, but that was always too much trouble. I didn't bother with that. So I love, these are just called hole punch assortment. There's a like an 1/8 inch hole punch and then these two. So love that. And then I got this stamp set, which reminds me, they said, oh, thanks, Di. Um, they said there's a shortage with rubber, and I know I've seen this is true. I've seen it with Unity too. They had an issue a couple months ago. You may see some of the cling stamps go on back order because Stampin' Up does make all their own stamps, but they're having a supply issue with the rubber. But I liked this is coming up. I like the greetings in here. It's enough if all you did today was survive. What can I do to help? Take your time. I'm here when you're ready. It's okay to try again tomorrow. Inhale, exhale. It's okay to sit and simply feel how you feel. And these images were cute enough, but I like the greetings more. So these are coming up in March. All right, what I want to show you with this. This was, Dave's Valentine that I got him, or I made him. If you want your envelope to fit tighter, and obviously I'm not mailing this, like this is just going to flop around in here, right? But I want to make it a little bit tighter. So we can adjust this. Let's just do this. So I'm going to eyeball. All right, like that. And let me do that. Oh, you know what? I need this. So I need a little flap. I'm going to make a little flap that will fold in. I go, oops, this doesn't have to be straight, but straight up. So I'm cutting this whole thing off, this whole side. And if this doesn't work, it doesn't really matter. I am going to angle this a little bit. Didn't quite get it exactly like the other side, but that's okay. Now this one, so this is open. I'm going to cut this down. To the end, and I'm cutting this off. And you know what? I can angle it. So now I have a flap that I can fold over. And I really am going to need to cut this off again. All right, so this flap can go in here. And I just thought about this last night. This is actually working out. All right, glue that down. And I didn't measure really anything. I just hand drew that line. I mean, I used the ruler to make the straight line, but I just trimmed it. Okay. This really is bothering me. That's better. All right, now I have an envelope though that fits perfectly. Look at that. Cute. I would probably do this in pencil because you can see that little bit of ink hanging out. If you did it, it would end up too small. You'd end up trimming and trimming and trimming. I get it. But really, it's just an envelope, but it is one of the nice ones with all the gold. So just an idea for, if you want to shrink your envelope just a little bit. Now, is this mailable? Probably not. But like I said, I'm not mailing it anyway. So I love that. Okay. Thanks you guys for hanging out. And what did I want to tell you? Oh, so next week I'm gonna do something called what do I do with all these papers? So I usually get in the paper shares when I have them too. I'm just scooping up a little bit of stuff on my desk here. I usually participate in the paper shares as well, and I don't always like the stamps. It might be considered a square card. You're right, because the measurements are not there, Peggy. Yep. Yeah, it is taller than it is wide. So it's 4.5 tall by 4 and 1/8 wide. But the post office would probably be picky. You're right. But yeah, if you're not mailing it, go for it. Um, but anyway, so I'll get in the paper shares, and I don't necessarily like the, oh, thanks, Elaine. I don't necessarily like the stamps that went with them. So next week I'm gonna use the Mediterranean blooms paper. So they're pretty. I like the papers. I did not want a stamp set that had oranges and lemons in it. Just wasn't my thing. So I'm gonna make some stuff with basically the papers. We'll do some fun folds, some interesting things, and then like pick a whole bunch of different greetings, because I mean you can make do with that. You don't always have to get the bundle. But I do love those papers. Like they're nice, bright, cheery. But just wasn't a fan of the fruit as far as a stamp. So that'll be next week. And then in a couple weeks, I want to make a little star album. Um, I had told you guys before, like the two-tone cardstock that we have is not really sturdy enough for like albums or anything. But then I figured that's a lie, because the Star album lends itself to being bendy. So I think that's going to be perfect. And some of those papers are still, they're on sale from the last scrapbooking catalog. So check that out. There's some that are like $6. They were normally $12. Like, it's good value. I'm going to get a couple of those. All right, but that's that for real. It is 9:12, and thank you for spending time with me. Thumbs, hearts, shares, all appreciated. And I will catch you next week. Okay. And happy Valentine's Day to all you guys. Even if you have to be your own Valentine. All right. Bye.